Welcome to the Impacts of Climate Change Research Podcast. The podcast will break down the complex world of renewable energy. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan. Today, we're discussing one of the oldest, yet most rapidly improving forms of energy, wind power. It's the silent giant on our horizon, literally.
Absolutely. If you've ever driven near a wind farm, those massive turbines are impossible to ignore. They're striking and they represent a huge part of our clean energy future. But how does this ancient technology of harnessing the wind translate to the crazy amount of electricity we need today?
That's the main question, Caleb. We're going to dive into the mechanics of how wind turns a blade into a power source and explore the differences between onshore and offshore wind. And of course, talk about some of the common myths and problems facing the wind industry.
Stick around, because by the end of this podcast, you'll have a much cleaner picture of why wind energy is so important to clean air and what's next to those massive spinning structures. I see those huge wind turbines all the time. How do they turn wind into electricity?
It's actually pretty simple. The wind's kinetic energy, the energy of motion, pushes the blades, which are shaped to catch the wind. This causes the blades in the connected rotor to spin.
Also, the spinning blades are the key.
Exactly. That spinning motion turns a shaft inside the turbine's top housing, called the nacelle. That shaft is connected to a generator. The generator then uses that spinning motion to create electricity.
So, turbines capture the wind energy and the generator converts it into electricity. What happens next?
The electricity travels down through the tower through cables to a transformer.
A transformer, like Optimus Prime?
Yeah, and that car outside is Bumblebee. It changes the electricity to a higher voltage so it can be sent long distances efficiently through the power grid, almost like a highway system for electricity.
And from there, it goes to my house?
Yeah, from the power grid it goes to a local substation, then a final transformer near your home. That final transformer lowers the voltage to a safe level for your appliances to use.
I know most people think of wind farms on land, but did you know there are also offshore ones?
Yeah, I've seen pictures. And don't they have some sort of benefits compared to the ones on land?
They do. For one, offshore wind farms are more environmentally friendly because they don't take up space and even create artificial habitats for marine life.
That makes sense. They're more efficient too, right?
Yes, they're generally more efficient because the wind is stronger and more consistent out at sea.
So that means more power for a smaller area.
Yeah, that's right. And there's less visual and noise pollution to bother people who live nearby.
That's a huge benefit. How do they work exactly?
There are two main types, one fixed to the ocean floor and newer ones are on floating platforms.
Floating ones? That's pretty neat. There are some downsides too, though, right?
Yeah, the main disadvantage is that they are more expensive to build. The cost of building and maintaining them is higher due to the complex infrastructure and the harsh marine environment.
So it's a trade-off between efficiency and cost.
Exactly. For large-scale energy generation, they're promising technology.
I bet you all are wondering, why just use wind power instead of fossil fuels?
That's a great question, Jonathan. You see, wind energy is more expensive compared to fossil fuels, and it's a lot harder to maintain.
That's true. The cost of steel has gone up 86% in America, and that's the main thing used in wind energy. Caleb, isn't maintenance on windmills also really difficult?
Yeah, it's definitely super difficult. Climbing 300 feet in the air to fix a broken gear is a lot harder than cleaning a smokestack.
Also,
take a windmill down, you can't reuse the parts, which would result in mass amounts of waste. A lot of parts are hard to get, such as lubricants.
a lot of companies also don't accept wind power.
But don't worry, wind energy can and will be the energy with solar and geothermal. All of them together will protect the environment.